Hello and welcome to the video. Now I go up to visit 3DXR about once every 2 or 3 months, and part of the fun is Ben showing me some of the latest technology. I'm kind of interested in that because in lots of cases some of the technology that's introduced in the more expensive professional grade technology that he deals with ripples down eventually into the hobby grade stuff that we get our hands on. So it's always fun to have a look at what's going on. So if you're an existing customer of 3DXR that run professional UAVs, the following video might be of interest. However, for those of us in the hobby, still worth a watch because this might be a taste of things to come.
So here we have some TMotor arm sets which we've stocked now for a couple of years. They're available in many different sizes, and what an arm set is it's the motor and it has the ESC built into the base. Some of them have LEDs and then they come in various different sizes for different arms. What these ones here are, we've had them made for VTOLs, and what it has is an additional set of magnets inside that allow the propellers to lock in a neutral position. So the purpose of this is just to stop windmilling or to stop them sitting off to one side and create increased drag. So yeah, you'll get a potentially a small increase in efficiency, and they also look pretty good as well. So here we have a V505, so quite a common VTOL motor that's been fitted with it. We have a 6007, so this here is something that would be used on the fighter VTOL, also locking. And the smaller one here, we've had these made for the MFE Striver or the new Hero model, and again the same locking mechanism that will allow the propellers to sit in line with the arms. Again from TMotor. TMotor have been expanding their AM series, so these are fixed wing motors and ESCs for the hobby market, and here we have some of their bigger models. So this is the AM 600 motor, which is available in a couple of different KVs, and we have here the 116 ESC, so this is a 116 amp ESC for up to 8S. It's a BL Heli ESC, so you can adjust all your settings. It also has some other features such as logging, but nice high quality ESC. Includes a fan in a box as well, and perfectly matched with their AM 600 range. So here's a product from Grimsey. So you may know Grimsey as the gimbal manufacturer, such products as the T3 gimbal. This is their first sensor payload, so they have made the camera themselves as well. So it's a Sony sensor. It has 30 times optical zoom. It has a HDMI output and Ethernet output, and this is aimed towards the inspection market, so people doing sort of critical infrastructure inspection, inspecting power lines where you need to keep a standoff distance between your drone and the structure. So this is a very sort of clear and sharp image, and with that 30 times optical zoom you can be really far away from the asset you're inspecting. Nice little package. It has a quick release, and they all include the dampening mount as well. So this is great for drone builders or to fit on the sort of existing drones and get a really high quality camera. So here we have is the growing product range from Seer. Seer have been producing a lot of HD video links, controllers, and now cameras. So let's take a look here. This is the MK32, so this is the first unit here. It's physically larger than some of their past units. It is based on the 28, but this has their latest video transmission technology inside. The differences between this and some of their other models: physically larger screen, longer battery life, and many more switches, sliders and buttons to do stuff this. So these are Android based controllers, so you'll run Q ground control. They also have some of their own apps as well. Products that you may not be aware of: the HM30, this is a ground end receiver, so this is like receiving the video telemetry data, but the unit does not have a built-in screen, so this could be connected to a laptop or tablet via wireless or wires. The MK15, this is something we've had for a while now. It's highly capable, cost-effective HD downlink, all-in-one controller, again running Android. The ZR10 gimbal, this has been out for a little while now, but it's a 10 times zoom. It features their sort of Starlight Sony sensor, so these perform quite well in low light. And its smaller brother, which has just been released, this is the A8 Mini. So again, this is a fully stabilized camera gimbal, very cost effective, under £300. It's a 4K sensor. It has 6x zoom, HDMI output, and again the same starlight sensor, which is good in low light. It can be mounted, both of these gimbals can be mounted underslung or inverted for use on, say, a rover or boat. Have the automatic antenna tracker. Now this is actually a MyFly Dream product, which people might have seen before, but this is sold through Seer, and it's a good companion with their products because you can take a telemetry feed from, say, the HM30 ground unit or some of their HD receivers here, such as the MK15. That'll give the needed information for the auto antenna tracker to stay pointed at your aircraft in flight. So it's a nice evolving family of products from Seer. Okay, we've got a fantastic new product here from Emlid. Now this might not be for everybody that watches these videos, but this is a survey grade equipment. It's called the Reach RX. It is for, so some of your viewers who do photogrammetry or surveying with drones might have the need to collect ground control points to a high accuracy. So this is a RTK network rover, so it receives end-trip corrections over Bluetooth from your smartphone. It's highly accurate, small, and very cost-effective solution over the other products on the market. Extremely portable. This is also their latest pole, which now has a phone holder built in, which has been very requested. So the whole package now is so light and portable, so if you're surveying in the countryside or you've got long walks to do with your equipment, this has just made the whole job much easier. So just a little update on Hearlinks. So Hearlink is now version 1.1, so it's not a full update, but what we have here is the new screen. So it's a 1000 nit screen, otherwise it looks identical. The air unit has this extra removable flap here. What it is, that's Ethernet output. We also have a removable SD card and a fan included in the packaging to fit, just to cool down the units when you're doing dual video feeds. One advantage with now having the exposed Ethernet, as we see below here, is it's much easier to do air unit to air unit communication. So that's right, you can use an air unit on the ground to connect to a ground station, a laptop, via Ethernet here. So this allows the easy integration of Hearlink into custom ground stations. A common question we're asked is about how to change the stock antennas on the Hearlink. So here we have these large stuck-on bar antennas. It's a very good PCB antenna, but it's very simple to change this to a different type of antenna. So the connector is an MMCX, and an easy way to do it is to get an MMCX to SMA cable. So we now stock a range of these from 10 centimeters to a couple of meters, and then pick an appropriate Wi-Fi SMA antenna. So we stock a few options here. We have the straight one, flexible, and we also have one that pivots at 45 and 90 degrees. All SMA connections all work equally as well with the Hearlink as the original antennas. One of the benefits of using the Hearlink with Ethernet is it's much easier now to connect to some of the more common payloads that use IP. Let's have a look at an example of products we now stock. So for a while now we've been using cameras from NextVision on some of our custom built UAS for some of our corporate and industrial clients. Here's their larger model, the Raptor. So this is a 640 gram camera that has 80x zoom and HD thermal with zoom. The box next to it is the Trip 6. Its companion computer, which allows this to do tracking, recognize vehicles, people, and also number plate recognition, as well as a few other features. We have a range of NextVision cameras in stock. Not everything is listed on the website, but contact us if this is the sort of product you use. They're a high-end premium camera and used for which get used for things like border security, pipeline inspection, also monitoring of wildlife sites for poachers. So it allows a great standoff distance between a drone and what you're trying to monitor. NextVision produced cameras as small as 150 grams, with new models coming up to 2 kilos for a variety of uses on multi-rotors, fixed wings and VTOLs.
Thank you for spending your time today watching that video. You can find me in all the usual places on social media, and if you're trying to learn about a subject, then check out the playlist. All of my videos are organized into easy to follow playlists that, if you're trying to learn a topic, will take you from the basics right the way through to some pretty advanced stuff.